Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for Aries, June 2021. Let me fix that camera just a little bit better. And as you guys might know, or maybe you guys forgot, my laptop was broken, so I couldn't read cards. But it's back, and I think it's okay. So we're going to read. Let's flip. Aries. Aries. Okay, I just got a few here. Okay, so the first card we have is the Eight of Pentacles. Then we have Temperance. Let's get some more cards for Aries. Aries. And I hope you guys are doing well. I just woke up from a nap. Oh, this one's coming out. I'm going to look at it. King of Swords. Let's get a couple more cards here. Oh, that Nine of Pentacles. I'm grabbing that one because it was like sticking out. Didn't want to go into the deck. So let's get at least two more cards, and then we can, after that, we can kind of add. So two more cards for Aries. It's kind of funny, your cards are like sticking. Kind of like maybe there's a sticky situation, or I don't know. We'll find out. I see, like, we got to get at least two more cards in here. Okay, those want to drop, so I'm going to let them drop. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. What was I saying? Here's some little issues going on here. Three of Cups. And we need one more card. One more card. Here. Oh, we got two. So let's... Oh, we got three. Okay, let's pull. We have the Nine of Cups. And I'll take these two cards because they both flew out. We have, the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So, I'm going to put those to the side here. See them? They're right there. And we're going to take a look and see what is going on with Aries. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. You know, in a lot of the decks, the Eight of Pentacles is someone that's like beginning to do like research, studying, back to school. And some of the decks, it kind of looks like someone is studying. Here we see a person kind of, I feel like evaluating, thinking about their options, like the possibilities, because the Pentacles kind of offer you the possibility, right? Whatever it is. And in this particular deck, this person has a lot of things in front of them for them to create. It's almost a tad like the Magician card, just a tad, because the Magician allows you to kind of use your magic. Well, here it's about using your knowledge, your information, whatever it is you can pick up to create, to make what you want to happen, right? The goal, the dream. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, right next to it is Temperance. And after that, we have the King of Swords. Your center is the Four of Pentacles which is kind of like a pulling back. So that's why I was kind of wondering, because the cards were kind of sticking. And so I'm hopping around here, but I'm seeing, like, it's funny because I'm seeing a mix read here. There's definitely a lack of trust. There's anxiety here too. So what I see is the Eight of Pentacles is somebody starting to kind of work and kind of think about what it is that they can do with what they have, like the knowledge they have, the money they have. What can they do with what they have now? So they're kind of thinking of ideas. The Temperance card is right next to it. And I think that as you're thinking about what, or someone here is thinking about how to make something happen, they're waiting to kind of make their move. They're really waiting to make their move. And I feel as if we are talking about a couple of things here. First thing is we have the King of Swords. So I think for some people, they're having difficulty with the energy of the King of Swords. And maybe you're kind of looking at your options. You're kind of looking one way. The King of Swords is kind of looking your way. But the Angel of Temperance is in between you. So I feel like something's not so great between two people right now. There's differences. Maybe one person is looking to move and kind of advance and kind of just make a change in life. And the other person is more like set in their ways, is comfortable in their environment, and maybe even likes kind of the struggle, like doesn't mind roughing it a bit, you know, maybe kind of going without. And it could be that we have two people here with two different personalities, you know, two different, and it's okay because we're all different and we can learn how to blend and work together. But here is kind of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing one person here that really wants a change. And we have another person that's kind of set in their ways. And the Temperance of Angel, or the Angel of Temperance, is kind of in between them. And I just feel like this Angel of Temperance isn't really in the greatest vibe. So what does that mean? That means like there's an uneasiness between two people. It's kind of almost like the two people are kind of waiting to see what the other person will do or might do. Okay? That's what I see in that first row, right? Can we get the camera on so you can see those? Yeah, maybe there. Okay? Eight of Pentacles, Temperance, King of Swords. Let me show you this person that I think is kind of set in their ways. Maybe even used to kind of being without. There's a difference here. If you look, this person is seeking opportunity. Kind of looking at what they have and seeing possibly how they can move forward in some type of growth, some type of independence, some type of knowledge, you know? And then you have a person here that is kind of comfortable in the environment it's in right now. And what you see surrounding the King of Swords energy is more of the natural, the naturalness of life, kind of roughing it, maybe even willing to go without, maybe doesn't need like all the glitz and glam, you know, whereas this person here looks like with that light, with those pentacles, with that look you feel from this person, the chair. This person is more updated and modern and willing to be more flexible, fluid. So there's a difference here in these people. And so I feel like the angel of temperance here is kind of what I'm calling it. Is there's a feeling here of like, what is this other person going to do? What is this person going to do? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Now, we're going to go to the next row. 9 of Pentacles is right under the 8 of Pentacles. So there is this feeling like, I know how to tap into these resources. I know that I can kind of just do it. Like, I don't need to wait around for somebody, right? Like, I don't have to wait for that person. I can kind of do this because I'm the one that kind of knows how to use technology, isn't afraid of change, or willing to look abroad, with some abilities, with some money, some skill sets, I can pick up a job somewhere. I can kind of do this. So that willingness, that ability to be willing to kind of do something different is kind of what I'm seeing in the beginning of this middle row. Now, let me tell you, the center is the 4 of Pentacles. So everything that we just spoke about, we just cut it in half. Now we have a person here that is pulling back. They're not really willing to share those pentacles. They're looking abroad. They're seeing a city further away. But there's almost kind of like frustration and a bit of anger here. There's a touch of this going on. So I believe that Aries, or somebody that Aries is working with, maybe the couple, I think there's differences here. And somebody wants to kind of get moving, and somebody kind of just wants to stay put. And I think that the 4 of Pentacles would represent you, Aries. I'm pretty sure. And I think that you're kind of realizing that the other half doesn't want maybe what you want. And so you're beginning not to trust, or you're beginning to feel uneasy. And so that is why you're saying to yourself, I'm going to pull back. I'm not going to give so much, but I'm going to continue to kind of do what I need to do to kind of get ahead, right? Because I got to get ahead. The next card is the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords here, you see that? It's like somebody wanting to kind of sneak off. Wanting to kind of break the rules if they need to. Even like the law, because they don't like being controlled. They don't like the ordinary life. They like it on their terms, And so when I look at this spread, if you can see it here, let's see if I can move it. There we go. Okay, right here is the King of Swords, right? And right under that, you have the 7 of Swords. So we have 2 people thinking differently. Right here, we have one person with the 8 of Pentacles and then the 9 of Pentacles, correct? Right here, right? Over here on this side, we have the King of Swords and we have the 7 of Swords. So there's differences here. There is differences, forgive me. And I think that Aries is pulling back. And honestly, we could say both parties are pulling back. This 4 of Pentacles energy could represent both of your energy because you guys are smacked right in the middle here. Temperance is in the center. That's like waiting and waiting. And so I feel like there's 2 people here that just are not connecting. And because they're not connecting, because one is waiting for the other, One is maybe set in their ways. Maybe both of you are set in your ways. But there's enough gap here where there's the beginnings of lack of trust, because this Seven of Swords is really about a lack of trust. And then the Four of Pentacles kind of centering this whole read tells me that people are pulling back. If Aries isn't pulling back, the other person is pulling back. And even here we can see that in this particular card, this person's going in a different direction. The Four of Pentacles, this individual is like, nope, no way, I'm not going to share this anymore. I'm not sharing my dream. I'm not sharing this energy. I'm not feeling it. And then we have a person here that is also just kind of taking off and kind of going in another direction. It's the same direction that the female energy on the Four of Pentacles is looking, but definitely the Four of Pentacles is closing off, and then this person is like running off. So I just feel we have two people with two different mentalities going on. Now, let's go to the next row. Eight of Swords. Anxiety. Overthinking everything. I think that, and it's right under the 8 and the 7. So we have another 8. You have two 8s going on here. And what I think is happening is, whomever this is, whomever you are in this read, if this is you, Aries, you're at 8. And you have a 9. And to me, that's telling me that you're like ready for completion. There's 10, and then you start all over again with 1. And I just feel that you're kind of on this like hike, you're like on this mountain, and you're starting to kind of hike it because you want to get to the top. This anxiety, though, is pulling you down. You're overthinking it, and I understand why. Maybe you're doubting yourself, but you just need to look up because you're the Nine of Pentacles here. You're the one that has the resources. You're the one that can think outside of the box. And so I have a feeling this is you here, Aries, and I feel like you just need to remember that. You need to remember that. Now, we're going to go to the next. Now, third row, down here, we have the Three of Cups. And I feel as if all of this, the differences, the lack of confidence, the unhappiness here that you're seeing or feeling in the month of June, it is because you're not getting energy. You're not receiving energy from this other person. So you're halting your own. You're halting your own. Somebody here is halting. But the Three of Cups tells me that there's something new coming in. There's going to be some type of this aha moment. And it might be through connection with two other people, where you're going to start feeling stronger. And I think that you're going to be able to let go of this sword energy. I feel you're going to have connection with some people. And it might be two people, but like two different areas. You might talk to somebody, let's say a best friend, and then you may talk to an elder somewhere else, or a therapist, or somebody that you connect with. Maybe even a stranger will say something and it'll literally wake you up from something, that you weren't seeing clearly. And I feel that things are going to develop for you and you're going to start feeling way better because you do feel good already. But it's this other energy that's kind of dragging you. You don't know what's going on with that person. Well, you know that they don't want to move. They don't want to, like, come on, let's do something. They kind of don't want to do anything right now. But we have the Three of Cups and then we have the Nine of Cups. So your last card in this particular spread here, you have the Nine of Cups. And here, there is this energy. There's this joy. It's almost like a sense of freedom. It's almost like you're at a buffet and it's like, go for it. You can have whatever you want here. You know? There's a sense of, I can do this. I can have what I want. I don't have to be tied to something or someone that doesn't want to move ahead. And it's not even like if this other person is a bad person. It's just that's just not the way they work. And perhaps there's been differences here. And it might just be that you guys have had issues already. And that's why that Seven of Swords popped up. But here with the Nine of Cups, there is this feeling of like, I found my clarity. And now I see options. I see a job opportunity. I see I can go back to school. I see that, my job has an opportunity for, a raise or a position. I see that, maybe I can move back with family. Or do you understand what I'm saying? It's about seeing those real options come about. But those options came because you worked it. You were up here with the Eight of Pentacles and you were working it during this kind of stressful mode, right? Like this tugging back and forth energy. You were still working. Maybe this is natural for you. Maybe you naturally just like that. Well, that helps you because you started from the Eight of Pentacles and now you're down here to the Nine of Cups. Love will come through for you. You don't have to worry about it. You just got to worry about taking care of you. As you work on yourself, you might even start realizing that you might not even be attracted to the other energy, male or female. You may not be attracted to this King of Swords vibration, You might realize that you've outgrown that person and all that you were doing was hanging on to something that wasn't really working for you. And I think in the month of June, there's this realization about, wow, like there's already pulling back here. There might be some lack of trust. And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm moving cards and thinking. It's like, I don't want to put up with this anymore. As when I look at that center card, and you could be a guy too, right? And you could be a girl here. I don't want to put up with this anymore. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now. It just came out of my mouth. I don't want to put up with it. But we do, right? We do, because that's life and we're human beings. But that's the feeling I'm getting in June. What's nice is that there's strength here in these cards. There's not a lot of fun on one side, right? But there's strength here. There's thought. There's something's moving. Something is happening here during all of this. And at the end, you have these two cards and they develop into cups. Maybe this person joins in. Maybe this person realizes, hey, that person's going to leave me if I don't get on it. Or this could be even, people that care about each other. And it's like, and they don't have to be partners or lovers, but they could be like, you know what? I need to get on this because if I don't get on this, they're going to leave me. And now that I realize it, they're the ones that help me make the money. They're the ones that kind of keep me centered. They're the ones, that kind of provide something for me. And that could be a possibility with these cups. But I feel more the solitude. So I feel like the cups come in, but it feels more as if you're on your own in those cups. And you don't have to be sad. And I know that relationships are difficult. And there's a lot, even when you're with somebody, there's sadness involved. It's not always perfect. And there's always something that comes in, that creates a situation. People here could have just outgrown each other. And it might just be time. They could always come back around too, right? If you leave the energy open, there's always flexibility for somebody who wants you. Now, I think what I'm reading here is two people that are just seen differently. And I feel as if these two people are just not giving what they once gave. And I think somebody, I don't know, what was it that I said earlier? I said, I'm tired of this or something like that. I don't know, but I have to let it come in again. But that's kind of what I'm seeing for the month of June. But there's development here. Now, the swords energy, I don't know if this is you or the other person. They're not so much in development. But this pentacle side, there's this continuous work going on, even through the anxiety, even through the maybe lack of communication or lack of connection. Somebody here is still working on like life goals. Basic ones even could be like your happiness, your money, paying the rent, summertime, vacation, friends, paying your bills, whatever this is, that is still happening. It's like somebody here is not broken. You're not broken. You're not teared up. You're overthinking it with the anxiety, the Eight of Swords, because you're going through something that you don't like. But right after the Eight of Swords, and there's strength in this card, even in the Eight of Swords, because you'll see it here. This person's looking maybe like at a mirror and they're having this anxiety. They feel tied down to something. But in reality, it's just more about maybe making some choices, talking to someone to get you out of this feeling. And I think that's where the two people come in. Because it's the next card. It's the next card. And whatever that is, the support that you get or this confidence that gets built in you, this place of joy, it takes you to the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups gives you this freedom, this release from this particular situation. And you begin to feel free and you begin to feel like, okay, I understand now. I'm getting it. I'm starting to get it. You may not get it all, but you're getting it. And that's such like you're getting a sense of confidence. You're getting a sense of freedom. You're getting a sensation of I can do this. I can get out of something that doesn't make me happy. Or I'm not getting enough. Or maybe I need to speak up and speak out about it. Now we're going to go to the next two. The extra two that fell out. Look. Three of Swords. Another sword. Right? So the Three of Swords, we know that that's like it's almost like a painful truth, a painful honesty with oneself or even with someone else. But this card, this Nine of Wands, I love this Nine of Wands on this deck because it reminds me so much of the Strength card. Okay? The Nine of Wands can be challenges and things that need to be taken care of, things that are important to Aries. But do you see this person? Let me see if I can get close in. I just love the feeling I get on this card. It's like I'm taking care of business. I'm handling it. It could be difficult, but guess what? I'm handling it. I'm handling it. Look at. I'm making sure. You see that? See that look? You see that light above the staff, the wand? See that confidence? Right? Like, nope. You know, I might be struggling through something. I might have things that weigh me down. But nope. I'm going to take care of this. I'm taking care of life. I'm taking care of me. I'm taking care of it. So I feel as if it's about no more heartache and taking care of life, taking care of you. It might be about removing heartache or looking beyond the heartache and seeing on the other side that you can do it on your own, that you can meet life's challenges. And then that is like this euphoric moment, right? About you getting over heartache, the stress, the pain of feeling something that's maybe not fueling your soul anymore, that's not necessarily working out for you the way you had hoped. And really coming into your own. This is a super card on independence. So is this. I gotta pull it up. That really talks about, these cards are really about independence. Male or female, right? And just dealing with life. Life isn't beautiful all the time. Life is not easy. But sometimes we have our good days, we have our beautiful days, we have our great days, and some days we have tough days. And this here is reality. This is the this is the toughness right here. Like sucking it up and taking care of business. Love it. And then this is enjoying the beauty that comes from you. Touching that paloma, that bird, seeing those pentacles grow, hanging. That's because you're creating it with your magic, with your way, your style, your intuitiveness, your spirituality, your beauty, all of you, interior and exterior. This is what I'm talking about in this reading. It's not so much about this separation or differences with another person. It's about you and how you start to find your power and realizing that no matter what else is going on, you're going to take care of Aries. Aries will survive, will learn, will flex, will be flexible, will flow, and will continue on its journey, period. With or without a person on the side, there'll be another person if it's not this person. If this person doesn't get their act together, they're going to lose Aries. All right. So I'm Feel the Soul and I'm at 34 minutes. Okay. So I hope this reading resonates. I'm trying to kind of do more reality. Sometimes it just actually depends. It just depends. Sometimes they're all reality, but some are more like healing. Some I see scenarios, and so I'm grateful that I'm able to read in different ways. And I hope that this reading helps Aries. If you like this video, please like it for me or share it. I really appreciate it. I'm Feel the Soul, and I'll see you next time. Bye.